A fine afternoon for baseball in Cincinnati. It's Baseball on the Show, and it's coming up next. From one of the more hitter-friendly yards in the big leagues, a look at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the New York Mets and the Cincinnati Reds. With that, we welcome you inside the broadcast booth. Matt Vasgersian here with you. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's focus first on the two starters that get the ball here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Mets as Terry Collins sets his guys up like this. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. And defensively, you see the Reds line up like this behind him. Daniel Murphy will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Eric, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while. Well, hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. First batter of the game, he's all over this pitch and lines it to center field for a leadoff single to get things started.
Gary Cox will stand in now, and as you can see here, he enters play 4th in the National League in round trippers. Here's the first offering. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1. And on cue, here are the National League home run leaders I referred to a moment ago. He's ready now, the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. A runner at first with no outs here. Pause, now the pitch. Fouled straight back. Another 0-2 coming. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
He waits, now the pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. What a stop coming off the bag. Back to first, and they won't get them both, but they wouldn't have had any had it not been for an excellent play at first base.
Well, that's just a great job there at first. Once he lays out to get this thing, I'm thinking he's just going to take the easy out at first. But you see him go immediately for second base, and they wind up getting the force on the lead runner. And all that is thinking about the play before it happens.
Michael Lee will stand in as you take a look at that first column on the left. He's closing in now on that batting title. First pitch coming. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. There's one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Number 3 will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. First pitch on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
The 1-0 pitch. And he misses again, 2-0. Now the 2-0 home. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base that they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Here comes the 3-0. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Batting fifth, shortstop, David Lee.
David Lee will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Now here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
He's set, now the pitch. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready now on 1-1. Now a swing and a ground ball, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And the run will score as the Mets have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
And it's been a good start for him here so far, that's for sure. You get that first run of the game here on the RBI double, but that second runner has to put on the brakes at third, so it might take him 1 more hit to really get him off and running.
Number 30 will dig in now, and he's come through in many a situation like this, currently 4th in the National League RBI race. He's ready. Now the pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
He's set. Now the pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Comes set. Now the pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
Here comes the 1-2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up from Great American Ballpark. And the Mets have an early 1-0 lead. Now the starting lineup for Cincinnati in this one. On the mound to square off against these guys, a former Cy Young Award winner, the veteran right-hander Bartolo Colon. And in the field, we see the Mets will line up this way. Jason Bourgeois will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Reds, right fielder, Jason Bourgeois.
And a bouncing ball, foul. Now the pitch. Fastball called for strike two. Eric, you take a look at these guys as they take the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. Well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
And on top of that, they've already spotted their starter an early lead in this one, so they're going to let their guy work with the lead right away.
Fouled back. The next 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Now here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
2-2 pitch on the way. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here he comes on 2-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Now another 2-2. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Yeah, he's lucky this ball doesn't get further away. It's a fastball in the dirt, but luckily he's able to block it and make a strong throw to first.
Stepping in now, Skip Schumacher. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The batting average down in the low 210s. 4 home runs and 15 RBIs. Now the pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He's going to want to keep that pitch down a little more. Day game, ball will be jumping, so you got to keep that ball in the park today.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. Now the 3-0 offering. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
Batting third, first baseman.
Joey Votto will dig in for the first time now. 1 home run shy of 30 on the year so far. First pitch coming. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Comes set, now the pitch. And there he goes towards second. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. From the stretch. 1-2 now to the former MVP.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Here comes a 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that's a good confidence builder with a runner on base here in the first. This is definitely the man to worry about in this lineup. There's little question about that, so he'll be fired up about that one.
Devin Mesoraco will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. And here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
And that's the spot that he's just going to have to keep wearing out going forward. If he can keep running that pitch in on the guy's hands, he's going to be fine.
The next pitch. Look out, 2-0 now.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
3-0 is on the way. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
Now the 3-1 pitch. He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that runner will get a head start out there.
Full count pitch on its way. And this is going to be a foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. The next 3-2. Fouled back. 3-2, here it is. He'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Here's the full count offering. Now a ball lined towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes to the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning, but this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
Brandon Phillips will get his first shot down, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. Colon looks back, now the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Seems like he's missed his spots a few times here already.
Yeah, he hasn't been overly sharp, that's for sure. It hasn't caught up to him yet, but he's going to need to find that rhythm.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Here's the 1-1. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Ready with the 2-1. And he comes back with a pitch right down the middle for strike 2.
Well, he's having some problems here with location. He's got 2 on already here in the first, and that last pitch right down the middle.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Michael Kadire will dig in now, just hoping for something to go his way. As you can see, that has not been the case these last 9 ball games. Now here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
Here comes the 1-0. Ball 2 to Cuddyer. 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
The 2-0 on the way. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Here it comes, 2-1. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And this will be out of reach for Phillips at second. It's a base hit.
Well, the problem with this lineup is that trouble lurks around every corner. I mean, he was fortunate to get out of that first inning with only 1 run scoring, but now he'll have his work cut out for him again here in the second.
Brian McCann will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Have a nice flight home, man.
Here's the first offering. Ball 1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
The 1-0 home. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
The 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Nobody out, runner on first. 2-1. This ball will be chopped foul. Here's the 2-2 offering. Oh, and he rips this one to first. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Oh, you can feel for him, too, because you know exactly what's going through his mind right there. He can't believe it. You know when you're going good at the plate, all the little flares and bleeders, they all start going your way and they fall in. But when you're scuffling like he has, even the Rockets find a glove.
In now, Bartolo Colon, and he pops up the bunt attempt. Has a look, now the pitch. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with 1 gone as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Yeah, this early in the game, to me, this is the right decision. You give that guy at the top of your lineup a chance to drive in a run with a simple base hit.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. He's ready now. The pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1 on the way. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
You get a good look right there. Already 33 pitches now through an inning and 2/3. That's an awfully high number this early.
A 2-1 offering. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Is this a situation where they're just being careful with a base open here?
It sure looks that way, but it's still early enough where you don't want to put too many guys on base and risk a big inning.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Yeah, and this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already that's 2 walks here in the early going, and that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
Gary Cox will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. First pitch coming. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. So now 2 men in scoring position. The 1-0. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. More than that is a trend. And he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind every hitter.
Count, the pitch. There's a strike. It's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Yeah, and you know what? You've got a better matchup on deck here with 2 outs. So on 3-1 now, they may not take any chances with this guy.
Here he comes on 3-1. And look out. That might have got him right in the chest. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock a ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. And by the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
Standing in now, Michael Lee, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And that one's out of here. What another nickel in the merry-go-round. This one is getting ugly. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 41st home run of the year for him. And the Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now.
Well, there's one thing for certain. He's picking the right time to start getting hot right here. With the postseason right around the corner, they're going to be relying on his offense quite a bit. And hopefully, this is a preview of what everybody's going to see in October.
And a sure sign that trouble is afoot, as there is already some action in that bullpen now, and we're just in the second inning. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. It looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Ball.
And that misses 1-1.
Get me out here. Run.
The 1-1. And this will be fouled away. 4 runs here in this half inning. Now the 1-2. And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there, as it just about came in and nailed him. Release point, mechanics, just about everything looks out of whack right now.
And these are the guys that really scare you. The guys that have absolutely no clue where the ball's going. Time to close up.
And sorry to interrupt, but the play has been made for the 3rd out. Inning over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 5 and the Reds nothing. Number 75 will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Center fielder, number 75.
First offering on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 on the way. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Here's the 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. 2-2. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. The 2-2 one more time. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
He already walked one guy in the first inning. Now he's in danger of losing the leadoff guy here in the second.
Let's go, Cincy!
The 3-2 pitch. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. He'll take the turn and head for second, and he will get in there with his first big league hit, a double. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Number 75 has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well. And in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like. But there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Suarez steps in now. First pitch to him. Good fastball there from Colon. It's 0-1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Pause, now the pitch. Ball 1.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught reaching on that pitch. We've seen a few of his teammates do it already. That's a great job to recognize slider and play off.
Now the 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Batting 8.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. It looked to me like that was the right call.
Christopher Negron will take his first cuts of the ball game here. Now the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
The 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Mike.
Mike Leake digs in at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Colon ready with the 1-0. Now a little tapper here up the first baseline. But a foul ball, 1-1. One pitch on the way. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And a fine play there up the middle may have saved a run as the inning is over. Reds leave 1. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. David Lee is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Shortstop, David Lee.
Now the first pitch. Back to work now is Leake as he jumps ahead of his leadoff man here. No balls and a strike.
Now, after a rough couple of innings, you'd like to give your guy a chance to straighten himself out here, but I also think you got to keep your options open in case he just doesn't have it.
Here it comes. And he misses with it, 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Here's the 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Here comes a 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And you start to get to the point in the year where you say, look, this guy's pitched a lot of innings so far this year. I wouldn't be surprised to see these guys back off his workload a bit here in this final month.
Number 30 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. There to play it is Phillips. Throw gets him, 2 down. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you see right there, that total puts them in the 14th spot, otherwise known as second to last in the NL. Michael Kadire will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Here's the first offering. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 2-2 coming. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Two out, nobody on. Ready with another 2-2. And a swing and a miss, as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Jason Bourgeois makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Jason Bourgeois.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one. The pitch. And there's ball one.
1-1.
The 1-1 home. Swing and a high chopper. And a rather easy first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Skip.
Skip Schumacher will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Now here's the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. One-0 pitch now. That missed. Close. It's ball two.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Now the 2-0. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. Here comes the 2-1. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
And this misses for ball four. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And when he's missing, he's not missing by much. That one might have been just a hair low, but as a hitter on 3-1, you have the luxury of making a pitcher bring something up.
Joey Votto will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. First pitch on the way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Runners on first with one down. Here's the 1-0. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take, because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Look into McCann, the 1-1. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. Here's the 2-2 home. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. One there. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Brian McCann will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
The catcher, number 36, Brian McCann.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one.
Well, you're not going to get that call if you've been all over the place. Now, if I'm pitching, I want that call, but at this point, he hasn't earned it.
The 1-0 now to McCann. Chopper, foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
And right here, if the defense is playing straight up, you figure this has a good chance to get up the middle. But you can see the shortstop lining up just to the right of second base, so the shift works to a T, and they get the 6-3 putout.
Into the box, Bartolo Colon. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1.
Yeah, and you don't have to look much further than that location right there to see why he's been struggling. That pitch is right down the middle to start this at-bat.
Here's the pitch. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Schumacher is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Yeah, and this ball was hit pretty well, but it was always going to stay in the ballpark. And you see the left fielder just drift back and make the play on the warning track.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. Lays off 1-0.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. That's wide, 2-0.
And another good hitter's count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on him.
Here comes the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
Here it is, the 3-0. That one's in there, 3-1. Here he comes, 3-1. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder
Gary Cox will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. First pitch coming. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
A runner on first with 2 away. He's set, now the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. You see anything mechanically that leaps out at you about what might be going wrong?
I just kind of think he's overthinking things out there. You hear catchers talk about telling pitchers to trust their stuff, and I think right now he's just not trusting his stuff.
And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now.
He just keeps getting himself into trouble out there. Here's another guy that you've got to make swing the bat.
Ready on 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
(3-1) on the way. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
And if you're going to walk back-to-back hitters, You definitely don't want to do it to the top two guys in the lineup. Now you've got the heart of the order due up, and you know those guys can sense weakness from a mile away.
Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And that means that's going to do it for starter Mike Leake. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. David Holmberg is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Michael Lee will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. Now here's the first pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Here's a 1-0. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
A 2-out hit here would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Now the 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. The 2-2. And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Now a ground ball heading for the Gold Glover Votto at first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Mets lead it 5-0. Devin Mesoraco will lead it off here for the Reds, followed by Brandon Phillips waiting his turn on deck. Here's the first offering. And a high strike there, 0-1. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
And that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
Pitch on the way. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Look into McCann, the 1-1. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's Brandon Phillips. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. .1-0 on the way. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
When you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Here he comes on 2-1. Swing and a line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you what, he had to be sitting on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out in front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
Into the box now, number 75. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. Make it 29 doubles on the year as he's into scoring position following that last 2-bagger. Colon looks back. Now the pitch. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make him bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
He waits. Now the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
If he would have swung at that, you would have never heard the end of it.
Now the veteran deals on 1-2. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Suarez will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around.
You can do it.
And here's the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Comes set. Now the pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. He's set. Now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. The men on third with 2 down. Here's another 0-2. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. And boy, what a battle brewing here as he fouls yet another pitch into the seats. Still stuck on 0-2. Now another 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Comes set. Now the pitch. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Here he comes on 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. The next 3-2. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Once again, a 3-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Number 3 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And the pitch.
Swing better.
And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Ready now on 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The 2-1 home. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. 2-2 pitch on the way. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
3-2, here it comes. Now here's a ball hit high and deep out to left center field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, David Lee.
David Lee will step in, 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch coming. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Running hard, he's digging for second.
And after going hitless in last night's ball game, he's turned things around here. That's his second hit of the ball game, and he's in at second base with a well-hit double.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. In now, number 30, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Here's the 1-1. On the ground to third. A stab, and he's got it. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
Fortunately here, no advance from that runner at second base, so he stays still. But the problems are going to deepen here as he puts runners on first and second now on what will be scored an infield single.
Michael Kadire will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. First pitch to him. Too low, 1-0.
And against a veteran hitter like this, you got to be in that strike zone early in the count, because the more pitches he sees, the better he's going to be able to time anything you've got.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2 to Kadire. 2 balls and no strikes.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
Hitters count 2-0. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And the runner will score from second. And a relay to the plate. And he will score as well. And they're really putting some distance between them now as that lead gets even bigger.
And if this was going to be fair, it wasn't going to be fair by much. You'll see it hit just inside the white line. Another foot or so, and that's a foul ball. Instead, this is going to go for a double and drive in 2.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And the runner will score from second.
Really, there shouldn't be any mistakes like this with a base open and the pitcher on deck. This is much too good a pitch to hit, and He takes advantage of it and drives home the run.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Standing in now, Bartolo Colon pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike one. Three runs already home here. From the stretch. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball one. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
1-1 on the way. And they will have him bunting with one away as he gets this one down. The tag gets one, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
He's ready. Now the pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Now remember, he does have a base open here if he needs it. But this inning's already taken a big toll on him so far. So I'm not sure he'd want to make it any longer than he has to.
Runner in scoring position at second with two down. The 1-1. Slice down the left side, but foul. Here's the lefty's offering on 1 and 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the 2-2 offering. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. Here's another 2-2. Now a hard liner toward short. And this will get over his outstretched glove. A great effort there, but it's a base hit. And the runner is in from second.
Now batting, the center fielder, Gary Cox.
Gary Cox will try and keep things going now with the runner at first following the RBI single. First offering on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Let's go, Cincy!
From the belt, kicks and deals. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task at hand. You can't let the emotion enter into the equation or it'll mess up your concentration and things will get even worse.
Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean up.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner will score from first.
He's definitely in the middle of an MVP type year. He just keeps coming through time after time after time. Picks up another RBI here with a hard hit double.
Into the box, Michael Lee, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Pause, now the pitch. There's
Off
a
the plate.
fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1.
Let's go.
So 1-1. And he missed with the slurve, so it goes to 2-1.
And you kind of get the sense that his head isn't in it right now. You got to put all your concentration into that hitter. You can leave worrying about the pass for your film session tomorrow.
He's set, now the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And whatever you do, you can't let that previous call eat at you. You've got to come back with your best pitch here on 3-1.
The 3-1 is on the way. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left.
Don't let him score.
3-2 pitch. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Another payoff pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. He'll try it again, 3-2. Swing and a high chopper. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 10 and the Reds nothing. Christopher Negron will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Now the first pitch. Now here's the ball sent out to right center field, and that's going to get down for him, a base hit.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Philly Hamilton will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. The 1-0 pitch. Not close. It's 2-0.
And you can tell he's starting to get a little jumpy out there. He's got to take his time and really focus in on the glove.
Here comes the 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Ready with the 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
The 3-1 coming. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Oh, look at this. What a flip for 1. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Wow, that is a very quick turn up the middle there. This is not a guy that you're going to double up all that often. But you see the good feed and then the strong return throw, and they're indeed able to roll him up.
Stepping in now, Jason Bourgeois. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
And you would think that this heat would start affecting him sooner or later, but it hasn't so far.
If anything, he's getting stronger as the day goes on.
Now here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the 1-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The 1-2. And here's a swing, and another chance out there is short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Reds go down quietly. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Number 26 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 26.
Number 3 will be the batter. 0 for 2 thus far.
Third baseman, number 3.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The next pitch. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
The 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
The 2-1. Good fastball that time as he's pulled the count back to even now. It's 2-2.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Bourgeois is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Into the box now, David Lee, as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1.
Come on, that was a strike.
Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a shot toward right center. And this is going to find the gap for his third hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And he'll round it and try for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Now batting, number 30.
Well, he certainly is not proving to be a singles hitter up there. That's his third extra base hit of the ballgame. And this one, a triple. He's been a real thorn in their side all throughout.
Standing in now, number 30. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The 1-0 home. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. It is.
Well, never mind needing a sac fly to drive you in. That pitch is just nowhere close to the strike zone, so after the triple, he's able to come in and score on the wild pitch.
The 2-0. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. One out, nobody on. Two 2-1. And he pulls the string on one there, and from 2-0, he works the count back to 2-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Full count pitch on its way. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. Another full count pitch home. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
The left fielder, number 23,
Michael Cuddyer will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. He waits. Now the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
He's ready now. The pitch. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground to first. To second for 1. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 11 and the Reds nothing. Skip Schumacher will stride in as he'll lead things off here in the Cincinnati 6th.
left fielder, Skip Schumacher.
Now the first pitch. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Joey Votto will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Comes set, now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here, 0-2. And through just 5 innings, he's coming up on 100 pitches now. Comes set, now the pitch. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. He's got it. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now.
Well, they say pitching and defense is what's going to win you ball games, and we've seen evidence of both in this one. That's an incredible play right there, and it's just part of the reason why this guy still has a shutout working.
Devin Mesoraco will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Has a look, now the pitch. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. The run is in, thrown out to second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Here's Brandon Phillips, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Well, you see there on the graphic, that's 12 doubles now on the campaign.
All right, Philip.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Here's the 1-1. Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1.
And now it looks like he's really trying to aim the ball out there because he's having an awful hard time making it go where he wants it to.
Brandon!
Here it comes, 2-1. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there, near the stands, and he brings this one back in. He took that right out of the first row. Wow!
Well, anytime you get an RBI guy to the plate with less than 2 outs, and he does that, he is not happy. That's the kind of at-bat that'll stick with you for a while.
Number 75 will dig in. 1 for 2 with a double in this one. First pitch coming. Low for ball 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
In the dirt, and now let's see. The throw will go to third, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt. And as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment. And as soon as he reads that at second base, he's off for third.
Here's the 2-0. Nope. 3-0.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Here comes the 3-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Full count offering on its way. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. 7th inning coming up. The Mets lead this one 11-1. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Manny Parra will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Brian McCann will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
The catcher, number 36, Brian McCann.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. The 1-0. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Grounded, foul. Here comes the 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2 coming. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. Number 75 is there, and he has it for the out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
In now, Bartolo Colon, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. The 1-2 with one away. Now a ground ball heading for the Gold Glover Votto at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 20, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Now here's the first pitch. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Now the pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And now a pitch on the way. Can't put him away as he delivers a shot into left center. That should be good enough for extra bases. Around first is Murphy taking the turn for second now. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Oh, man, and he hangs in there beautifully against a tough left-handed reliever. Here's another look at it. He just keeps that front shoulder in there and strong, gets the barrel of the bat through the hitting zone, and then he just stings this one for 2 bases. Man, that's pretty.
Into the box, Gary Cox, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's at second base with his 28th double of the year. 2 out here and a runner at second. Here's the 1-0. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything here the rest of the at-bat.
Now the 2-0 home. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. No shortage of extra base hits as you see the totals there. A 2-1 offering. Here's a hard hit ball ripped down the first base line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's full 3-2.
Now on 3-2, you got to go with your strength.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Full count pitch on its way. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Payoff pitch one more time. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch coming. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More ahead from Great American Ballpark right after this. Suarez will stand in 0 for 2 thus far.
Leading off for the Reds, the shortstop, number 7.
First pitch on the way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. That man right there opting to stay with his starter as we start the 7th inning.
And with his pitch count where it is right now, it wouldn't surprise me if they call it an afternoon after this inning.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. The 1-1 home. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Here comes a 1-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here's another 1-2. Now just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Here comes a 2-2. And this is fouled straight back. The 2-2 one more time. And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Christopher Negron will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. First pitch coming. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, this is a fastball this time that nearly gets away from him. But that's a nice job behind the plate. He gets a handle on it, and then he gets the putout down at first base.
Brian Pena is out of the dugout now as it looks like he'll pinch hit for the pitcher Parra.
Brian Pena.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
The 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch on the way. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Now the 1-2. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. He'll try again. 1-2. And this ball is lined into center field, and right off the bench he comes through. It's a base hit.
Whoa, that's what you call chuck and duck right there. This ball's going to come screaming right back at him. He doesn't have any time to get the glove up, and it gets safely on into center field.
Stepping in now, Jason Bourgeois. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. 2 out with the man at first. 1-0 on the way. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Look into McCann, the 1-1. Now a ball hit back up the middle, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Cincinnati. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Jumbo Diaz will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Michael Lee will stand in as we'll flash you back to the 2nd inning as you get a look at this key 3-run home run. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Now here it comes. 1-1.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Here comes the 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Right on the corner. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 home. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another try at 2-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Certainly not the most competitive game the three of us have ever witnessed. 11-1 our score as we head to the finish line finally in this one. Number 3 will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Now here's the first pitch. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. One out, nobody on. Now the 1-0. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And we'll have a quick stoppage here as even though we're about 1,500 miles from the nearest beach, a beach ball has made its way onto the field anyway. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Now the 2-2 pitch. And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count, 3-2.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, especially when it's on the inner half.
3-2, here it is. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Bourgeois is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, David Lee.
David Lee. We'll see if he can keep it going. 3 for 4 thus far. Here's the first offering. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Here it comes. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. 1-1 on the way. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here's the 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Here he comes on 2-2. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 11 and the Reds 1. Skip Schumacher will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And here's the first pitch. Now a ball hit hard towards center. Base hit.
And you know the hitting coach right now is sitting in that dugout pumping his fist because that's what he's preaching all day, every day. Hit the ball up the middle, hit it hard.
Joey Votto will stand in, and he's been quiet today, but you just wonder if that's going to last the entire 9 innings.
Normally it doesn't. But give these guys credit. They've had a plan of attack, they've stuck to it, and they've gotten good results.
First pitch coming. Fouled back. Nobody out, runner on first. From the belt, the pitch. Having success with the fastball here, it's 0-2 now. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all, and when he has, they've been out of the zone.
He's set, now the pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
That pitch count has gone from high to dangerously high. No, this is not good territory for any pitcher to be in.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. There's Brandon Phillips. He waits on deck. A 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he's still got that good movement on the 2-seamer. He's been throwing it well all night long.
Now the 3-1. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. There's one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Kind of lucky to get it out anywhere here. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and it doesn't have a whole lot of zip on it, but they do find a way to get that force.
Here's Brandon Phillips, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
And this one misses to Phillips. It's a ball and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. The 1-1. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Reds leave 1. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Number 30 will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Number 30.
First pitch to him. This is hit on the ground, but foul. Now the pitch. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. 1-1. Up high. 2-1 now.
2-1.
Here comes the 2-1.
No.
Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat, 3-1.
When you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and start throwing some strikes.
The 3-1. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
Yeah, a close pitch to take on a 3-1 count, but this might have been just a little bit outside. He winds up losing him.
Michael Kadire will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. Now the first pitch. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. 1-0 pitch now. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here's the 1-1. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Here's the 2-1 to Kadire. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Two pitch on the way. And this is fouled into the seats over from first. Another 2-2 offering. And he gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. Number 75 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hit in the air at this place, but luckily he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Brian McCann will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. First offering on the way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0 now to McCann. Now a check swing as he's able to fight this one off. Foul. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This is sharply hit to the right side, and with the first baseman holding, that finds a hole. It's a base hit. Throw into third, and he is in there.
Yeah, and normally with him at the plate, you're going to see that defense in that big overshift. But with a runner on first base, they can't really do that much. So here, he just uses that to his advantage, and he finds a hole right through the right side.
Into the box now, Bartolo Colon, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Now the 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. A big pitch here, 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
And here at the plate, you do want to avoid the double play, but you don't want to do this. Now the runners stay at the corners with 2 away now, and you leave it up to the next guy to come through with a 2-out hit.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And he drives one into deep right center. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Around third and being waved on home. Now it's cut off, a throw to the plate, and he will score as well. And they're really putting some distance between them now as that lead gets even bigger.
Oh, and a big swing of the bat right there. And he would have loved a 3-run homer, and he didn't miss that one by a whole lot, as this is going to be off the wall out there. But as far as the consolation prize goes, I think he's going to be more than happy to check into second base with a 2-run double.
Dan Otero will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Standing in now, Gary Cox, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's ready. Now the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Ready now on 1-1. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And that ball is gone. Blasted into the bleachers in left. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. And even 40 home runs on the year for him now as they just continue to pour it on here.
Oh, and his great year just keeps going on and on. Like you say, that's home run number 40 on the year now. He's definitely making a case to be in the running to take some hardware home at the end of the season.
Now batting.
In now, Michael Lee, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. Here's a 1-0. In tight with the sinker, ball two.
That's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. Even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label, so that's a great take.
Missed with it again, and it's 3-0 now. Number 3 would be next. 2 out, nobody on. Here he comes on 3-0. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
This guy's had such a good year at the plate. Driving in runs, hitting the ball out of the ballpark. You kind of expect a ball like this to clear the wall, but instead it's going to be off the wall. And he just cruises into second with another double on the season.
Into the box, number 3. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Now the 1-0 pitch. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out here and a runner at second. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that's taken for a called strike 2. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Here's the 2-2 offering. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
Here's the full count offering. And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Schumacher is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. Mets out in front, 15-1. Number 75 will start it off here in their half of the 9th, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Now the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Colon ready with the 1-0. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The 2-0 on the way. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. No problem here, 1 away.
Now batting, number 7.
Suarez will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. On the way. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-1 home. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. Murphy is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Christopher Negron will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-0 pitch. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch on the way. Hit high and deep out to left field. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Mets have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top, 15-1. So long from Cincy.
The winning pitcher is Bartolo Colon. His record is now 15-6. The loss goes to Mike Leake. He falls to 7-11. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro bus service is available to Anderson Township, Cobblewood Plaza, Kenwood, and Western Hills Plaza.